Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru. Like, sub, and subscribe. It don't cost a dime. It feels this morning it's like the movie Groundhog's Day. It's the same day over and over again. Just because I apologize, but I'm popping out like 4 videos back to back, because I already did them. But there's glitches in the Matrix, you know? So don't hate me for popping them out again. Think it's easy. You know, I'm surprised I have this much energy on a Sunday morning. But it's NFL. NFL's here, so it'll be a good day. Ah, today is going to be offensive guard part 4. So we've covered today will be 20 guards since May. First kid. His name is Ben Christmas. Funny name, right? His cousin is Lloyd Christmas. See if anybody could put in the chat what movie is that from. It was a comedy movie. He's out of Kentucky, this kid. He's an Ohio State transfer. 6'6", 340. I like my guards to be goons. I do. I don't want to hear, oh, he's too tall. Bro, I don't want to hear that. Because half the dudes that say that never even played. They play Madden. The extent of their football career is Madden. I go back to Tecmo Bowl. That's how shows you how old I am. Yo, you couldn't stop Bo Jackson. Well, you ran a sweep, forget about it. It was like you couldn't stop him. That's my era. My era was Atari. That's how shows you how old I am. But I know I look like I'm 21. Joking. So like I said, this kid, yo, shut up. That's what happens when you live in the jungle in the city. So this kid has prototypical NFL size, big body, and he's a run blocker. He couldn't really catch on that well at Ohio State, but how many kids really can? There's only 5 starters can play on Ohio State, and let's be honest, the majority of second strings on Ohio State at pretty much every position could start at probably at least over 100 other different colleges. So let's give this kid a shot. Next kid, Will Putman, Clemson. A little bit shorter, 6'4", 325. He's a 6-year. He's 6 years. He's started over 50 games in his career. He also has center flex ability. Like I've said it before a million times. What's up? How would you like to knock down the door? How would you like to knock on? Talk to me. Talk to me, killer. Talk to me. How would you like to meet that 100-pound beast in the middle of the night? I know I wouldn't. But beasts have beasts. Come here. Come on, Dada. Come on, Dada. You're making an appearance today. They heard you. They heard you on the YouTube video. They heard you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Eats a pound of salmon. Eats a pound of chicken or steak a day, or tuna. Apples, blueberries, which is a great probiotic, and carrots, broccoli, 100 pounds of muscle. Getting back to Will Putnam. Like I've said before, when you can do more than one thing, that catches scouts' eyes, catches coaches' eyes. It's also going to help you get drafted. It's also going to help you latch onto a team. because you can be at a guard spot and then all of a sudden 2 centers go down. Okay, no problem. Let's slide him over. The more things you can do helps you out. This kid, next kid I'm going to give you, he's getting a lot of hype. I just want to see how he's going to be on the next level, if that makes any sense. His name is Hunter Zambrano, guard, 6'5", 300 pounds. Illinois State. 4-year starter. Don't, just because you hear Illinois State, don't be like, oh, listen. When the Great Wall of Dallas was there, we basically had, and 2-A, Hawaii, but he was a defensive lineman. We all know Hawaii's not known for producing monster offensive linemen. Nate Newton, Florida A&M, not a football powerhouse. Mark Stepnoski, Pitt. We're going to give him his due. You know what I'm trying to say? Then we had Kevin Gogan, Washington. Then Eric Williams, NAIA. So if you really think about it, and then later on also too, we had Larry Allen from little tiny Sonoma State. Besides Stepnoski from Pitt and Gogan, who from Washington, we didn't have all these Power 5 mega colleges offensive linemen. So it just shows you can find guys anywhere. If you listen, in today's world, even then, but even more today, if you're good, they're gonna find you. But a lot of dudes do slip through the cracks. This kid, he started left tackle, this kid Zambrano. I threw him, like I said, I did this video already, but I threw him at guard because I think coming from the smallest school and the 6'5", 300 pounds, and also, bro, how many times do we see very good college left tackles get slid that can pass block, get slid to left guard? So this kid's a 4-year starter at left tackle, but I threw him on my guards list. And I'm not afraid to do that. Will other teams do it? No. I'm not even saying I would do it. I'm just saying it's an option. But some people just like have blinders on like a horse, and they're like, no, it's this. He has to do this. He's this size, he's that size, he can only do this. This is what the books say, this is what the computers say. And those are people that never played football a day in their life. Those are people that the only uniform they ever put on was when their mommies got them dressed for school in the morning. Think outside the box, people, when you're putting people at positions. Just because he doesn't fit one spot, you can fit him in another spot. Next is a big kid, Garrett Dillinger, LSU, 6'5", 330. Like I said, I always like to throw in a mix. Bigger guys, smaller guys in all my positions. My opinion, he's going to be a strictly right side right side player, and he's strictly a guard in the NFL. He'll probably get bigger or slim down a little bit and put more muscle on, but he's staying at that size. Next kid, Walker Parker, Clemson, 6'5", 330. We spoke about this before. It's been like a good 4 years since Clemson has put out like a really, really good offensive lineman. And we could say the same thing about Alabama. It's been like 3 years. I don't know what's going on. These are football factories. I don't know if they're just like, I don't know. I don't know if they're just like taking everything out of these kids at these programs, or these kids are just hyped up because they're at these programs at their such high level programs. Look at Evan O'Neal that the Giants took, like pick 7. The kid's like 6'7", 360. If you built an offensive tackle in a lab, it would look like him. The kid can't pass block to save his life. They're looking at putting him into guard. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you don't draft a guard number 7 overall in the draft unless his name is Larry Allen or John Hanna. So I thank you all for rocking with me on this Sunday morning, where I shot out a whole bunch of videos. We're gonna just to catch up. We got center, defensive tackle, edge. No, excuse me, that was still defensive tackle. I threw like 28, 29 defensive tackles out. So we got center, defensive tackle, edge, linebacker, safety, and corner to just throw out there. And I'll throw that out. I'll probably throw that out Monday just to get that out of the way. And then 2 books of notes, and we're only in the second week. We're only in the second week. And then we'll have our weekly risers, weekly fallers, who to look out for. Like I said, I'm super excited. Well, I'm super excited for college football, and we're in week 2 already. And but NFL starts today, so I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to, I'm a Cowboy fan, unfortunately. But when it comes to Sunday, like, we really haven't even started the college games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, we haven't started yet. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We haven't even started 5 days of college football yet, but it's coming. So usually when it comes to Sunday, I'm pretty burnt out. I'm going to be completely honest with you. If Dallas is on the TV, I'll watch them. Great. If they're not, I'm not going to go out of my way. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I'm different. I'm a Dallas fan, but this is a draft channel and college football. This is where you're going to hear about the stars for tomorrow. This is when you're going to be doing your fantasy football drafts, and you say, yo, I heard about this kid, and he's in the 9th round, 10th round, 11th round, 12th round. In my opinion, on fantasy football, your entire bench should be 5 running backs, because that's the one position you cannot go out and get during the season. But you'll be doing your fantasy draft, and you'll be like, yo, I heard Danny Savage talk about that kid, that running back. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, boom. Remember, people, fantasy football, your whole bench. You might unless you have an quarterback, you might want to throw another quarterback on there. But in my opinion, if you're in a 10-man league, there's 10 good quarterbacks out there. 12-man league, it gets But your bench should be 5 running backs. But I'm also going to swing that back around. Upside, people. Upside. Upside. You want people on your, and I'm just going to throw out another video after this. Give me a minute. Over and when you're rocking with the GWO for life.